personal branding course. This video has been recorded to show you how to look at the gradebook and what my expectations are and how this will work. First of all, Alberto has graciously given me permission to use his gradebook as a point of reference. Now, I do want to mention these are not actually his grades. This is just for presentation. Now, when you go into your gradebook and you're in Family Access, you click on Gradebook down here and it brings you to the list of classes you have and the teachers. Now, notice my class, he has an F right now. But the reason why is because I put in grades for him that are not actual grades or his marks. But everybody right now should have an A+ for the 1 point assignment that I gave everybody a point for. Why did I do that? You can't actually get into the gradebook and see the assignments that are due until a grade exists here. So I did that for everybody so you'd have a list of the assignments. Now, how does this work? You click on the grade and this window comes up here. It shows you the points earned and the possible points and then a grade. Now, you shouldn't be worried so much about the grade for the individual assignments because the way the North Broward Prep School system grades work, it takes the total earned points and divides it by the total possible points to give you the grade. It doesn't take this A+ and average it with the F to get a grade. It's based on the total earned points divided by the total possible points. So now my individual grades. Notice the due date is 8:30. When Skyward has a due date here, it's the final due date or the my must be done by date. Sometimes I told you I will have an intermediate grade in there, a date which would be, for instance, 8/29 was the due date on these first two assignments. So let's take a look. I had graded this assignment ahead of time. When he didn't turn it in, he got a 0. Now the final due date is 9/2. So as long as he does this assignment by the 2nd of September, then he will receive whatever he earned on the grade without deduction for penalty for being late. Now, as far as this one is concerned, he submitted it and I graded it. Notice it didn't score well. Now, if you turn it in on time, you can still resubmit work. You have 1 week from the must be due date or the date that I graded it, whichever is later. What does that mean? As long as you submitted it on time, 9/2 is the date that it was due. So if I grade it like on 8:30, you would have 1 week from 9/2 to rework it. So this way everybody has the same criteria for the chance for redoing work. Now, if you handed it in on 9/2, and let's say I didn't get to grade it until 9/4 because something happened, my daughter got sick or something like that. So if I didn't grade it until 9/4, you would have 1 week from 9/4 to make revisions. So that's how my rework policy works in the grades, and then the rework will will change the grade to whatever you've earned the second time around. Now, if I grade something and you turn it in the next day, and I regrade it, and you say got 10 points out of 15 instead of it got closer to 15 out of 15. Well, if you still want to rework it, you still have another 5 days to rework it. So in that week time, you can rework as much as you'd like as long as you keep resubmitting it and telling me. You do have to notify me that you've reworked something. You can't just assume that I'm going to check for rework. Okay, the rest of the gradebook. An assignment like this with an asterisk indicates that it's not due yet or I haven't assigned it yet. Even though it's in here, I haven't technically assigned it and it hasn't reached the first due date yet. So that's how my gradebook works. Any questions, please feel free to ask.